with that, so good afternoon and welcome you all to Salesforce Management online classes. This is Dr. Mahesh M. Manjari, Assistant Professor from Department of Management Studies, SDM College of Engineering and Technology, Dharwad. Okay. So dear students, I hope you know the chapters from last 4 units have been discussed already. Okay, so after which we started discussing a series of small cases, very beautiful, interesting, okay. Cases which provided a situation wherein the students are supposed to read, diagnose the situation, identify alternatives, evaluate the alternative, and make the decision. Because after all, MBA program is designed to develop decision-making skills of students. Okay, so now let me take a break from the series of small cases and let me focus again on syllabus. Okay, so I would like to share the PowerPoint slide from unit number 5 now. Okay, so which deals with sales territories, chapter number 13. Students, I hope you can see the PowerPoint slides.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay then. So before we begin, okay, let me explain even simple terms. What is a sales territory? Okay, say for example, okay, a couple of students were selected in that real estate company. Okay, so your job was outside field sales executive. So these field sales executives are allocated to different geographical territories. Means the geographical territory within which each sales rep has to work. The sales rep is not allowed to go outside that geographical territory. I'll give my simple examples in Protect Labs Private Limited, a division of Cipla Limited, where I used to work in Tumkuru. The entire Tumkuru district was my territory. Okay, and each territory will have a sales target, okay, sales potential, depending on which an individual sales rep receives his or her sales quotas or sales targets. Okay. Then when I worked for Karnataka Antibiotics and Pharmaceuticals Limited, okay, in Goa. Okay, so South Goa was my territory. Okay, South Goa was my territory. So I hope you understand what is the meaning of sales territories. Okay, and each sales territory will have a different sales potential. Say for example, Dharwad district, okay, is also one sales territory. Bengaluru is also another sales territory. Okay, but generally in Dharwad, 1 or 2 sales reps will be working, okay, for a company. But the same company may employ about 10 to 12 sales reps in Bengaluru because Bengaluru has a large potential. So you need more number of sales reps so that each sales rep can make only certain limited number of sales calls in a given period of time. Okay, so I hope you can understand. So in a territory like Bengaluru, the number of sales calls will be many more. So you need to meet all the sales calls. You need to employ more number of sales representatives. Whereas in a place like Dharwad, okay, the number of sales calls can be covered by 1 or 2 sales reps maximum. It depends. I'm just giving a general idea. So are you able to understand what is the meaning of sales territory? A geographical territory in which a sales representative works. That's it. Any doubts? Anybody who is not able to understand what is a sales territory? Okay. See, and depending on the potential, many times, many geographical territories are combined together to make a single territory so that the sales rep gets sufficient number of sales calls. Okay, say for example, a couple of my friends were working, okay, for the Times of India newspaper as a results and market development executive. Okay, so they were into circulation. You can call it as sales only. So they used to cover about 10 districts, okay, from North Karnataka. And now also a couple of my friends are working in mutual fund companies as a cluster manager, means approximately area sales manager. Okay, and they cover about 10 districts, 8 to 10 districts in North Karnataka. So combined, it becomes one territory when the number of sales calls are not sufficient. Okay. So anyway, there is a quote here. I hope you can read, and those who are interested can get back to me if you want to know the depth meaning of this quote. Okay. So let me focus on first the meaning of sales territory. Okay. So in a management way, when defined, okay, in a nutshell, okay, a sales territory comprises a number of present and potential customers located within a geographical area and assigned to a salesperson, branch, or intermediary. Okay, intermediary means a retailer or wholesaler, okay, or any other intermediary. Okay, so keyword here is customers. Okay. So let me explain the meaning. Sales territory comprises a number of present and potential customers. Okay. So sales territory is nothing but a geographical area in which there are customers who are already buying products from the company, and there are potential customers who may buy the company products in near future. So this territory is located within a given geographical area. So in my example, I said Dharwad, for example, is located in Karnataka. Bengaluru, for example, is located in, okay, Karnataka region. Okay, or Goa, for example, is located in Maharashtra and Goa region. So for most of the sales organizations, combine Goa along with Maharashtra, because though Goa is a state, but it is so small, okay, in size. So most of the times it is combined with Maharashtra to make it one region. Okay, and assigned to a salesperson. So like Tumkuru was allocated to, or Tumkuru was assigned to me in Protect Labs. South Goa was assigned to me, okay, in Karnataka Antibiotics. Okay, or even for that matter, a branch. Okay, say for example, SBI Life Insurance Company, they have a branch office in Dharwad. Okay, so all this Dharwad district territory, okay, is allocated to one branch of SBI Life Insurance Company, or for that matter, HDFC Standard Life or Exide Life Insurance. Okay, so if the potential is very low, so most of the time the general insurance company or life insurance companies, okay, may have only one office in Hubballi, okay, covering entire Hubballi and Dharwad. So it depends on the potential. So bank branches, stock trading company branches, insurance company branches, okay, are also assigned to a territory, or the area or territory is assigned to a branch also, or it may be assigned to intermediary also. Okay, so so Coca-Cola, for example, Pepsi, for example, okay, so they have one distributor or wholesaler in Dharwad, they have another distributor or wholesaler in Hubballi. Okay, so Dharwad distributor cannot enter into Hubballi, or Hubballi distributor cannot enter into Dharwad. So the area or territories are also assigned to intermediaries as well. It may be a retailer or a wholesaler. Okay, so we have I can students can contribute here. Pradeep is present here. Pradeep.
Yes, sir.
So you mentioned, okay, long back that you had taken some distribution for a soft drink company. Okay, have you continued with the business or not?
Yes, sir. Continuous.
What is your territory?
Khanapur, Nipani.
Khanapur, Nippani.
Yes, sir. Eradu, sir.
Only two. Okay, so Khanapur and Nippani are two talukas in Belgaum district. Okay.
Yes.
So both constitute a rural markets. So these two are the territories or geographical areas, Khanapur and Nippani, which are assigned to one distributor. Where is your warehouse or office?
Yes, sir.
Where is your warehouse or office?
In my native, sir.
Where, which place?
Harugiri, sir.
But is it allowed like that?
Sir.
Okay, but it is quite strange because generally the territories that are covered, the office or warehouse, okay, will be in the same house. It is to reduce the distance traveled and keep the transportation costs lower and increase the speed of delivery. Okay, anyway, whatever. So regarding sales territory, at least we got some idea. Thank you, Pradeep. And yeah, if anybody has a question before we go ahead, what is the sales territory? Okay, so if there are no doubts, then let me go ahead with the next next topic in the chapter, benefits of good territory design. So these areas, geographical areas or sales territories are mapped or designed by companies. Remember, okay, these sales territories are mapped or designed by companies. Say, for example, the decision of companies to merge Goa along with Maharashtra and make into one combined territory. Okay, is a design. Okay. So while designing these sales territories, companies needs to keep in mind certain factors so that it benefits the company. So when the territory design is good, okay, it offers the following benefits to the company. So what are those benefits? Enhances customer coverage. See why I said Times of India. So my friends, when they are working as a results and market development executive, sales rep basically, so they used to cover 10 districts in North Karnataka. Okay, because they used to meet the distributors in each district, and distributors were usually found in district only. Okay, and they were very few. They are very few in number. So if you allocate them to only one district, okay, they will end up meeting only some 5 to 10 distributors. But by combining the different districts, okay, territories, so let us say 10 districts they combined, and let us say about they'll get about somewhere in the range of 50 to 100 distributors. So in a month, the sales reps will be able to cover sufficient number of distributors. Here they used to meet distributors, remember. As well as they used to make some B2B calls like hotels which subscribe newspapers for the rooms on a regular basis, okay, colleges, libraries, and so on. So it enhances, a good territory design enhances customer coverage. Sufficient coverage is possible if the design is good. Reduces travel time and selling costs. Okay, say for example in Bengaluru, for example, okay, as I mentioned, since the potential is very high, okay, they appoint a number of sales reps to cover Bengaluru, and Bengaluru will be again divided into different sub territories, and for each sub territory they will assign one sales rep. Okay, so this reduces travel time as well as selling costs. Then provides more equitable awards. See how usually it is done is, okay, each territory, okay, it is a good territory I'm talking, good territory. So when we say the territory design is good, it means the potential of each sales potential of each territory more or less will be same. More or less it will be same. Okay, say for example, a sales rep who is working in one territory, if he is able to make a sales of 5 lakh rupees per month, approximately. So another sales rep of the same company working in another territory will also be able to make more or less a sales of 5 lakh rupees per month. So it provides more equitable rewards. So the potential of the each territory more or less will be same. So company designs the territories in such a way so that when sales rep work and achieve their sales targets, so more or less everybody will get the same commission or same compensation. Say for example, if the territory design is not good, one territory, okay, sales potential is 10 lakh rupees and another sales territory potential is 5 lakh rupees. And if the company assigns 2 separate sales reps to each territory and both achieve their sales targets, let us say 100% achievement. Okay, but the sales rep who is working in a territory of potential of 10 lakh rupees will earn more incentives than the sales rep who is working in a territory of 5 lakh rupees. So it is not a good design. Okay, I can recall, okay, so a couple of my friends were working for other pharmaceutical companies in Goa. And in that case, the company divided Goa into 2 territories, South Goa and North Goa. Okay, and surprisingly, when the total sales they used to calculate out of 100%, South Goa used to contribute approximately 70% of the total sales, and North Goa used to contribute about 30% of the remaining sales. But in spite of that, see, this was the different. In spite of that, both the sales representatives, the incentives were divided equally and given to both the sales reps. See, this is not an equitable reward. Where the sales representative of South Goa had generated more sales, he ended up receiving lesser incentives or commission. Whereas the sales rep of North Goa, okay, achieves less sales, but he end up taking more incentives. So it is not an equitable reward. So that design is not, territory design is not good in this case. Okay, but that is why I say only the Fortune 500 company, Fortune 2000 companies are large and professional organizations. Okay, design the territory professionally. They do every work professionally. Remaining companies, okay, those who are not very professional, they do it their own way. Then aids evaluation of sales force. Yes, definitely. When the territory design is good, okay, it enables a company to evaluate the performance of the sales representative fairly. It increases sales for the sales organization. See, since the good territory design enhances customer coverage, okay, so that is the reason why it increases sales for the sales organization, as well as it increases morale, since the good territory design provides more equitable rewards, okay, and aids in or assists in fair evaluation of the sales force. It increases the morale of the sales force. So these are the benefits of good territory design. So that is the importance also. So that is the importance of good territory design. Okay. Yeah. So any queries here? What is the sales territory and what are the benefits of a good territory design, or why the company should design a sales territory in a professional way? But most of the times, okay, we may not experience this kind of professional practices. It depends on the company which we join. Okay. Any doubts? Any questions? Anybody?
No, sir.
Okay, that's great. So then let's move on to the procedure for designing sales territories. Okay. So the next topic in the chapter discusses about the procedure for designing sales territories. This is a general procedure in general. In general. Okay. So select a control unit. Control unit is nothing but a geographical territory or geographical area. Okay, like Tumkuru, for example, or South Goa, for example, as I mentioned, or North Karnataka, for example. Anything can be a control unit or a geographical area or a sales territory. Okay, then how a company can do this? Okay, generally in India, companies take help of the maps. Okay, like states. Okay, and India map, if you follow, you will get all the states. Then within the state map, if you follow, like Karnataka map, you will get all the districts. So this way you can choose or select a control unit from the map also. So generally companies do this in India. Determine location and the potential of customers. So within that control unit, let's say if I say Tumkuru, for example. Okay, so I was working for a pharmaceutical company, as I mentioned. So determine location and the potential of the customers. Okay, so total how many doctors are there? Okay, what is their address? What do they prescribe? Okay, what is their potential? Okay, so this all information has to be gathered. Yes, definitely. Okay, sometimes such a information is available through marketing research firms. Okay, but in India again it is very rare. But in most of the developed nations, such information is available for payment. Marketing research firms gather such information industry-wise and they sell it. Okay. Now, if both are not done, then simply send the sales rep into the territory. That's it. Okay. Then determine basic territories. So depending on the information of the location and potential of the customers, yeah, correct. Determine the basic territories. So let us say each district except Bengaluru, as I said, it has a larger potential. So, okay, Bengaluru has to be subdivided into different territories because it has a large potential. It needs more number of sales reps. Okay. So based on the information of the potential of the customers, determine the basic territories. Okay, say for example, for Times of India, the number of potential customers in each district is very few. So they combine the territories, right? Okay, so whole North Karnataka is considered as one territory. So that way, determine basic territory. But for a pharmaceutical company, each district may comprise as one territory where the medicines are sold for GP, general practitioners, only MBBS doctors. But if the medicines are of specialty in nature, specialty divisions like cardiac, diabetes, anti-asthmatic, okay, gynecologist, then the sales rep has to cover more than one territory. He has to visit doctors in more than one district. Okay, because the number of specialists in each district will be very few. So looking into all this, determine the basic territories. So once the basic territories are determined, assign sales people to territories. Okay. So a good design will include each sales territory will have more or less equal potential. Each sales rep in the territory will be able to cover more or less the same number of doctors with more or less same potential. Okay, so once in this way the basic territories are determined, as I said, for the Times of India, North Karnataka is one territory, for example, or for many pharmaceutical company, each district is one territory. Okay, so this way, once the basic territories are determined, assign sales people to territories. Okay, so the appointed sales representative will be assigned to each territories. So those sales representative has to go there, stay there, and work there. Work means they have to start making sales calls to the present and potential customers in that geographical area. So once the sales reps are assigned to different territories, set up the territorial coverage plan. Okay. So it's not simply that the sales rep will go to any customer to any part of the area on any day. No. So there has to be a territorial coverage plan. Okay. So all the working days in a month, okay, the sales rep should be given a plan. Which customers to visit on which days, and through which route he should travel throughout the geographical area, and how frequently he should meet different customers. So this we call it as a territorial coverage plan. This territorial coverage plan ensures that the sales representative meets all the present and potential customers. He does not miss out anyone. Okay, and he make the sufficient number of frequent calls upon the important customers. Otherwise, the sales rep may end up meeting some customers and leaving some customers if there is no territorial coverage plan. Territorial coverage plan means a plan which mentions sales rep should meet which customers on which day, which products to promote, and through which route he should travel and cover the entire territory so that he doesn't miss out any customer. Okay, then finally, okay, once the sales reps start working in the territory, okay, over a period, after some period of time, maybe 1 year, for example, 2 years, for example, evaluate effectiveness of the design. Okay, say for example, if the sales territories are smaller enough, okay, the company can combine 2 neighboring territories to make it one sufficient territory. Or if they also experience that the sales territory has a larger potential than they estimated, they can assign one more sales rep to that territory. So this way the company can evaluate effectiveness of the design and take some control measures. Okay, so any questions here? Any questions? Procedure for designing sales territories. Okay, so you can think also, if any question come across to you, if you have any doubt or difficulty here, please ask me. In the meanwhile, I'll take attendance.
Okay, sir.
Okay, Nishad. Absent. Aditya.
Present, sir.
Akshata. Absent. Akshay Pujari.
Present, sir.
Akshay Koradkeri.
Present, sir.
Sir, Akshay Pujari present.
Akshay Pujari is also present. Koradkeri is present. Ankita.
Present, sir.
Anusha.
Present, sir.
Apeksha.
Yes, sir.
Ashutosh.
Present, sir.
Prasad.
Yes, sir.
Supriya.
Present, sir.
Divya.
Present, sir.
Then Gautam. Gautam. Absent. Gururaj.
Present.
Hanumant Rai.
Present.
Hanumant Rai.
Yes, sir. Present, sir.
Yeah, present. Bhimaya.
Present, sir.
Kalaya.
Present, sir.
Karthik.
Yes, sir.
Manjur, Manjur absent. Manoj,
Yes, sir.
Meghna Kalburgi,
Present, sir.
Meghna Lokhande,
Present, sir.
Nandan,
Present, sir.
yeah, Nikita,
Present, sir.
Pradeep,
Yes, sir.
Pramod,
He
absent.
is present, sir.
Present. Okay.
Network problem.
Yeah, Pramod is present. Pranjali,
Sir, present, sir. Pramod.
yes, Pramod present. Pranjali present. Prashant, Prashant, absent. Prema, Prema absent. Rahul,
Present, sir.
Ram,
Present, sir.
Rohit,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
yeah, then Varsha,
Present, sir.
Samuel, absent. Sharan,
Present, sir.
Shruti,
She is present, sir.
okay, she is
Present,
present. Yes. Shweta Kalkeri, absent today. Snehal, Snehal absent today. Sudarshan,
Yes, sir.
Sudha,
Present, sir.
Suman,
Yes, sir.
Vishal,
Sir,
Vishal.
present, sir.
Vishal is present. Okay. So anybody who skipped attendance? Okay, so I hope everybody gave their attendance. Now let me continue with the class. Nikita is also present. Nikita. Nikita, I think I skipped to call her name. 20. Okay. Okay, students, you can see the PowerPoint slides.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Okay, then the territorial control units. Okay, so in the step one, when we said select a control unit, as I mentioned, it can be a state. Okay, counties, it is as in US. Okay, cities. Okay, zip code areas. Okay, even you can consider zip code area. Okay, as one control unit. Zip code is nothing but a pin code, what we call in India. Okay, or MSA, metropolitan statistical areas, or metropolitan cities in India. Each can be considered as, okay, one control unit. Okay, so at the time of developing a territory. Okay. Yeah, now next part I cannot continue because, okay, so there are two methods of territory design. One is build up method or build up method of territorial design. Another is breakdown method. Okay, so they'll consume some time because it's there is an illustration here. So which I need to go through. So in the meanwhile, if you have any doubts, you can ask. Okay, otherwise, what activities you are involved in other than attending classes? You can just have a discussion to know if anybody is involved in a very unique activity to inspire others or something different.
Sir,
Who is doing? Sharon?
planting trees, sir.
Planting
Small-
trees. Yeah. Okay, we're definitely very, it's a good, not only interesting, but a very good activity also. You have provision for that. Okay. So what kind of plants you are planting?
Sir, like where my dad stays, no, sir, that society has farms, sir.
Okay,
So
great.
currently, like a person who came, sir, he has brought some kind of fruits, sir. A
Fruit
very
plants.
unique fruit.
Okay.
I don't remember its name, sir.
Ah,
So he told like it's very rare to find in India.
okay, so that's great. Then anybody else other than Sharon?